Favorite books and or songs at the moment? Well, as far as songs go, my life is all Christmas music all the time right now. Hi, my name is Jackson Bird, and today we are doing a Q&A video. I went on that new community tab that I have on my YouTube channel now, asked you guys for some questions. How are you feeling today? Pretty good. Thanks for asking. Why did you start YouTube, and what's your favorite color? I don't know, I've just kind of always done YouTube. I used to put up random videos on it when the platform just started, and then slowly I discovered like the community of video bloggers and nerd fighters, and I just wanted to be involved, and I've kind of always done it, and now I'm here. My favorite color is orange. Describe your favorite color as if you were speaking to a person who has never seen it. So it's like loud and bright and like you're feeling everything at once, but also sometimes kind of warm and lovely, and it's just like energy. Is there anything you won't try to waffle? I don't know, like a baby? How do you motivate yourself to get work done? Real good question. I don't know. In fact, I need some advice. If anyone has advice for motivating and disciplining yourself, leave it in the comments. I just do the thing. I guilt myself a lot. I'm really organized and try to prioritize and just try to feel excited about what I'm doing. Even if I'm feeling super uninspired and unmotivated at the time, I try to trick myself. Center or edge brownie? Oh, I am all about that edge life. What are you reading? I am reading Tomorrow Will Be Different, which is Sarah McBride's memoir about being trans and being in politics and the super tragic, heartbreaking story of her and her also trans husband. It is coming out in March. I highly recommend it. I mean, I haven't finished it yet, but I'm loving it so far. What's a tip for coming out to your extended family during the holidays or dealing with negative comments they may have? So this is a big question, and mostly I recommend you go watch my Thanksgiving survival video. Kind of applies to all holidays. Mostly, you just gotta power through. It's gonna suck. It's gonna be awkward. Try to imagine and hope that one day it's not gonna be as awkward. And make sure to put your safety first. How do I get a binder without my parents knowing they're not okay with me being trans? They watch my every move. So there are a lot of kind of stealthy ways to go about getting a binder. If you don't have a credit card, you can get a like Visa gift card thing, which you can get at like any kind of grocery store, and it functions as a credit card, but it's a gift card that you can pay cash for at the grocery store. You can use that to order a binder online. If you can't afford a binder, there are a lot of programs out there that do binder exchanges and scholarships. One I can think of off the top of my head is Point of Pride. If there's anyone in your life or anyone that you're in touch with online who is in a better situation, who might be able to help you out, and you can have the binder delivered to them, they can maybe gift it to you. Those are all ways to kind of work around getting the binder so your parents don't know. However, if they watch your every move, they might notice that you're wearing it. Maybe don't wear it around the house, change when you get to school. It's not great to have to sneak around and be lying to your parents, and I don't want to suggest anything that's gonna get you in trouble if they're really strict, sometimes scary parents. I definitely advise you do whatever you have to do to feel safe and feel like yourself. Just weigh those balances. Are you planning on doing more episodes of the Transmission podcast? Yes! Gotta get my act together, but got big plans and really want to expand that and really grow the podcast. Need to magically come up with a little bit more time and money so I can make it happen. On that note, if you'd like to support me and the future of Transmission and this channel, you can go to my Patreon. Sounds like a shameless plug, but it's true. The more money I get from Patreon, the less work I have to do for other people, and the more I can focus on things like making Transmission actually consistent and happening. How much work goes into doing a podcast? Quite a bit. It can really take a lot of time. It does depend the kind of podcast you're doing, how you're doing it. Is it something you have to edit a lot? Are you interviewing other people? Is it just you or you and your friends talking? For me, I have to seek out subjects. I have to organize our schedules to get together to do like a pre-call and an interview. I've got to do research on them and prepare for the podcast, record the podcast, and then edit the podcast. And then there's all of the promotion you have to do on top of that. So it can be a lot of work, but there are ways to do it easier. I just haven't chosen that life. Did you ever question yourself after you went on T? Like, were you ever worried you'd made a mistake? Yeah, kinda all the time. Here's the thing they don't tell you about being trans. No one ever gives you like a letter being like, hey yo, you're actually trans. So you're kind of always second guessing yourself. Less and less so as you continue living your truth. Like when I weigh out all the pros and cons and balances and everything, of course I know going on T was right for me, but as someone with anxiety and who overthinks everything, of course I'm second guessing myself all the time, especially those like late nights falling asleep, just second guessing everything you ever done in your life. Yeah, I second guessed myself then, but I've never like really regretted it. I've never really thought that I made a mistake. If those thoughts ever come into my head, I'm always very quickly able to be like, nah, life is way better. Life is way better now. But it's totally normal to second guess yourself. And maybe starting hormones is not right for you. It is not the right path for every trans person. Everyone's experience is different. You just kind of gotta think hard about all the advantages and disadvantages and really assess how you feel deep inside and do your best to make the right decisions for you and never be afraid to have to reevaluate, recalibrate, change where you're going, change your mind. Always okay to do those things. Puppy-sized elephant or elephant-sized puppy? Puppy-sized elephant, clearly. Do you like tea, and what is your favorite kind of tea? Tea or tea like testosterone? I do love me a good cup of tea. Quite a big fan of tea. However, if I could only live with one of those for the rest of my life, gonna have to choose testosterone, cause I would be in a bad situation if I didn't have any of that in my body. How many things waffle? Everything waffles if you try hard enough. Do you think that you would be so vocal about LGBT plus issues if you were assigned male at birth? This is a great question and one that I think about a lot. I think I would be a little bit, but probably in the same way that my brother is, because we were both always pretty drawn to gender bending kind of people and media. We were always both very naturally open-minded. I think I would absolutely be vocally supportive of just people being themselves, but I don't think I would be like as educated as an activist. I think I would probably be a little bit sloppy with my activism and probably not identify as an activist at all. I'd be one of those people who would like call himself an ally without really knowing what that means. When you go to a gender therapist, what types of questions do they ask? Well, it definitely depends on the type of gender therapist you're going to, but in general, they're gonna want to get to know you in totality, beyond just your gender. They're gonna ask how your day was, what do you do in your life, what your support system is like. They're kind of there to help you work through things generally in addition to your gender. A good gender therapist isn't going to get super stereotypical about like, well, if you're a trans woman, you better be wearing high heels and dating men. You might run into that a little bit. You might run into gender therapists who don't really believe in non-binary genders. I think the important thing is for you to know what your objective is with gender therapy. Is your objective just getting a letter so that you can get a medical procedure? Or do you have a lot of things that you want to work through and you're genuinely questioning your gender, you genuinely want help with that or with another aspect of your mental health? And most therapists will actually ask you those goals and want to check in regularly on those goals with you of what you want to get out of therapy. They might ask you about your past, how you feel about your body and the way that you're perceived in society, what you want to do with that, where you envision yourself in the future, what your relationship is like with your family and your parents and your friends and your work life or school life. They'll ask you a lot of things. Do you think you'll always live in NYC? No, I will not. I have been here for 7 years now and I really like it. I like living here right now. I've got a great group of friends. I've got a great thing going on professionally, but in my ideal world, I would move to maybe like a smaller town, but still close enough to a city that I can come in for like big events and get to settle down with a family somewhere where I can have nature. I would like that. Would you rather be a human with a giraffe-sized neck or a giraffe with a human neck? I guess a human with a giraffe neck because I kind of like being a human, so I'll stay human. Even with a real long neck. Do you want a beard? I mean, yeah. Right now, I just really want my facial hair to start growing on my chin. It gets to here, and then it stops. What is your favorite ice cream flavor? Really? You would ask that to a lactose intolerant person? No, but seriously, I eat a ton of non-dairy ice cream. Loving the Ben & Jerry's peanut butter cookie one. Never thought I'd like peanut butter and ice cream. Turns out it's amazing. All right, I think that's enough questions for today. Sorry if I didn't get to your question. I will answer it in the future. Some of your more intense questions I might answer in one-off Ask Jack videos. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up and a comment and share it with your friends and subscribe to this channel for new videos every Wednesday. I hope you're all having a wonderful start to your holiday season. I know it can be rough for a lot of people, so I hope you are finding some ways to make it happy for you. In fact, in the comments today, I want to know how you find a little bit of joy in the holiday season. All right, that is it for now. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.